So today we're going to be trading US PMI data. Now this is called Services PMI. You also have something called Manufacturing PMI. Services PMI, I put a little more importance on it because services industry makes up about 80% of the economy's GDP. So the markets tend to focus a little more and also react a little more when we have services PMI coming out. As always, when I'm trading economic data, there are three things I like to look at. Number one is going to be the expectations. What are the markets expecting? This is very important because if I don't know what the markets are expecting, I'm not going to be able to figure out number two, which is surprise. How do I know if data came out as a surprise to the upside or a surprise to the downside if I don't know what the markets were expecting to begin with? If you can identify a surprise in data or a surprise in anything, really, you can apply this to geopolitical tensions, interest rate decisions, it doesn't matter. But for today's trade, we're looking at PMI data. The best tradable opportunity is going to come if you can find a surprise that is a big deviation from the market's expectations. Number three, bigger picture. Is this data, is this print, whatever it is, likely to change the bigger picture? Now, when I'm saying bigger picture, I'm referring to monetary policy. What is the Federal Reserve going to do, if anything, when it comes to monetary policy? Now, for today's trade, we have PMI data coming out. If I get a print that comes out above expected, this is the direction of the markets I'm looking for. I want to see US dollar strength. I'm going to look at US 10-year strength. Equities like NASDAQ and US 30, I'd be looking to push to the downside. Gold, also to the downside. Now, the biggest problem when you're looking at a stronger print for PMI data is that as of right now, this contradicts what the Feds want to do with interest rates. This is a problem. This can cause consolidated markets. I would prefer to see something that comes out that follows what the Feds want to do. So what does that look like? If the data comes out below expected, now I'm going to be looking for US dollar weakness. I'm going to look for the US 10 years to drop. Equities, NASDAQ, US 30, I'm going to look for those to push higher. And I'm also going to be looking for gold to push higher. So if I get a print that comes out below expected, for me, that is the best tradable opportunity. Now I'm going to be focused on gold. So the one risk that I have trading gold is that we're currently sitting at all-time highs. So even if I do take a trade on gold, I need to be very careful to look for any reactions, any potential profit-taking moves. Even though the data is telling me buys, that doesn't mean I'm not paying attention to the technicals and where we're sitting. Because if I take buys, I need to be very cautious not to be greedy to think that this data is what's going to give us new all-time highs. So we need to be very careful about that and not getting stuck in a profit-taking move. So we got 10 seconds. Gold's already starting to push to the upside. See what dollar's doing. Nothing. Okay, we have 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm looking right here in the surprise box. 1. It came out below, just a little bit below expected. Gold is starting to react to the upside here. Be careful on when you enter. It pushed up aggressive. So it's already pushing to the upside. Remember, we're at all-time highs. So if you're in on gold buys on this, hopefully you caught that as it pushed up. Be careful on this. It did come out lower. So that's good. Look at dollar. Dollar's melting. Yeah, gold buys are good. As long as dollar breaks the support too. The biggest concern with gold is that it breaks these highs to the left. Because remember, is this the catalyst that's going to give us all-time highs? We don't know. It's just a matter of seeing if this holds. Dollar looks great. DXY melting to the downside. PMI came out. You can see here was a surprise. This little lightning bolt here under actual. We can see that it was a surprise to the downside. We broke the minimum. So UJ looks great. GU spiking to the upside. Everything. Just need to make sure gold continues to the upside. Nice. I'm just going break even because we're hitting all-time highs. Josh is spamming. Billy, are you talking about the noises? Hang on. We gotta sitting here in gold buys, holding gold buys right now after US data came out. Currently up another $1,000 a day. Maybe I'll close at all-time highs. We'll probably take some profit here. Call it. Done deal. Yeah, I took partials. I took profit here at the highs. I'm not telling you guys to, but this is a good area to take something. Even if you're going to take partials, this is a good area. Remember, you're sitting at all-time highs. Dollar melting. This is what it looks like to identify the right opportunity, right? Labor market doesn't matter. Market's caring obviously a lot more about PMI data. Also, this is in favor of the Feds. This is exactly what I was talking about. If PMI data came out stronger, this shit would have sucked. Look at GU. Damn. Beautiful trades. I hope you guys are taking some profit on something. Are we doing W's? Do you want to do the W's? If anyone took a trade, if anyone took any profits from this data that we just traded, put a W in the chat. Let's see where the W's are at. We got to wake everybody up this morning. Come on.
Wow.
Let's go. We got 200 traders trading live with us right now, all profiting from this. Good job, guys.
Incredible.
Changing lives. Good job, guys. Yeah, I kind of wish I could have been in a currency pair at the same time. A W delivering Amazon. We have an Amazon driver winning a trade at the same time. Yeah, I wish I could be in a currency pair at the same time, but it is what it is. See how NAS is reacting? Perfect. Even if you guys are in NAS or US 30, inverse the data, right? PMI coming out lower. This is exactly what I was talking about. Just wait for the opportunity when the data comes in your favor. This is it. This is it. It's so fucking simple. It's just managing yourself in this bullshit. Like if anyone took an L on the gold sells earlier when I said don't take this or be careful in this, you know, it's just waiting for this opportunity. And now you can see gold obviously reacting to all-time highs. So be careful on that too. Should you enter again? I wouldn't. Gold just spiked up to all-time highs again and it's not breaking higher. So if you entered, your enter should be from the catalyst. I wouldn't be taking, like I already took profits on this. I would have held it. Now don't get me wrong. If the trade was down here, I would still be in the trade. The fact that we're hitting all-time highs, for me, that's a reason to get out. For me, I'm not telling you guys to. Like, you need to make sure technicals tell you it's going to break higher because, you know, that still matters. But for me, that's an area to get out. Done and done. All right, guys, there's your scalp. Just waiting for the right opportunity. If you hold anything on gold, just once again, be careful. It's already recovering that whole move. At the very least, you know, for how big was that move? Quick 100 pips in 3 minutes. Easy. It's still holding, you know, as long as, from a technical perspective, if you guys want to stay in this trade, as long as it holds above the nearest support area, you're good. But once again, you're just getting greedy if you think it's going to break this. Well, let me take that back. You're not greedy, but there's a little bit of greed, you know, thinking it's going to make all-time highs right now. Make sense? So just don't let technicals. You still need to pay attention to technicals, even though we're using fundamentals to take our entries. I still need to be aware that we're sitting at all-time highs. That still matters. All right? What I was doing and what you saw before is me actually trading live and breaking all this down with my private group because we trade live every single day. So if you want to be a part of that, we'll put the link somewhere down in the description. And I hope this was helpful for you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.